Hello YouTube, me again. It's a freezing cold Tuesday night here. There's a thick fog coming down and it's cold and it's miserable, and it's best place to be is indoors with a pipe. I'm smoking an old custom built from about I guess from around about the 1950s. I've got a bit of air more in it, and it's good. The purpose of this video is to discuss a tobacco that I haven't smoked for over 30 years. And the funny thing is, I can remember the first tin I ever bought. And I've seen a lot of reviews about it lately, so I bought a couple of tins. Good old Night Cap. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't opened it up. And I'll wait till maybe tonight, around about 10 o'clock, I might give it a go. But I can remember the first tin I ever bought, and it would have been, gosh, 1978, 79, maybe earlier than that. I've certainly not smoked it since 1980, and I've always managed to do at least 2 full-time jobs. I always had plenty of work on, because there were things I wanted out of life, and I bought and sold a bit, and I dealt in old things, but I always managed to keep plenty of jobs on. One of the things I went to do, I drove a London bus for a little while, and around about the time I started, another lad started, and he was a big old boy, Big Jim. And we had mutual interests. We both smoked, and I had a 1974 Corvette, and Big Jim had an old 59 Impala. And I'll make another video about Jim and his Impala, because it was an interesting car. And Jim and I, we got together, and we were doing one of those jobs where you had a 3-hour break in the middle of the day. You had time to kill, and you couldn't really, you could come home, but we were both doing a similar job, and we had this break. So we drove down to the tobacconist and we bought 2 tins of Night Cap, a much prettier tin years ago. Didn't have all this sort of shit and crap written all over it. And we bought the 2 tins. We drove down in Big Jim's old Impala, and we sat in the front seat, big long bench seat, and we fired up our pipes, and we thought it was wonderful. And we smoked those, and then we headed back and we had some coffee, and we smoked probably another bowlful each. And then I went off to drive my bus, and Big Jim went off to drive his bus. And around about 5 o'clock, when it was getting near finishing time, I was at one end, I had one journey to come back. I suddenly developed this headache that was like, you wouldn't believe. It was like somebody beating a rubber mallet, bang, bang. And God, I just about made it back to the bus garage. And when I got there, I was told that Big Jim had been taken ill on the bus, and they got an ambulance to him. So I didn't think it was a tobacco. I just thought it was whatever it was. It wasn't a rush. It wasn't a burn from having a nicotine hit. It was just an awful headache. And a couple of days later I met Big Jim, and he said, "I've got something for you." He said, "Please take this tin. I never want to taste it ever again." So I had 2 tins to finish, which I did. And I think I bought another couple of tins, but I haven't bought it for years. So tonight I'm going to try it again. And if I get that pounding headache, I'll let you know. I've suddenly discovered I've got 94 subscribers, and I'd like to thank each one of you very, very much. I didn't expect to get anything like this. Just an old guy who enjoys watching videos and is working his way around learning how to present them. You all have a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.